All right, we're doing Radha. We're doing a deck video on Radha for Brawl. So I have not really been able to playtest any of my decks that much. I just did a video on Polu Chronos. I just built it last night. So those were my first games with it. They were okay. Radha is... I've played it a couple times. The only deck I've actually really played is my green, or my black-white, cleric one. I don't even remember the name of the commander. I should have paid more attention. Was this a good hand? That's my Raven Wings. This was a very okay hand. It's almost worth killing that. Honestly, that's 3 mana? Oh my god. Alright, you know what? Let's just kill it. On the off chance that he kept a 2-land hand, killing that I think was the correct choice. This is not going to be a fun game. Are you serious? 3 mana? Gain 3 life, draw a card, put a land from your hand onto the battlefield. Literally for 3 mana. So you basically just better explore. This is, yeah, that's ridiculous. And you can then just escape it. So it's like you don't even have to, like, pay a penalty. Yeah, take one. Take one, buddy. I think I'm not going to attack. Alright. What is this? Kinnan. Whenever you tap a non-land permanent for mana, add 1 additional. Okay. Is that a woman? Is that a woman? Okay. It doesn't really matter. Whatever. Okay, fine. Is it though? Whatever. Okay, hold on. Snow cover forest. I don't. Maybe. Hold on. Oh, we should mutate though. All right. Do we just go? No. We'll go on the Mystic. Oh, I forgot there's counterspells in this format. Honestly, I really forgot. I had no idea that there were counterspells. I didn't. Wow, that's funny. That's actually really funny. I literally like. I barely see counterspells. I should have considered that. Oh well, whatever. You can look at the top 5 cards in your library. Put a non-human creature card from a level onto the battlefield. This is ridiculous. No blocks. No cap. Alright. Do we want Crashing Drawbridge? Sculptor of Winter? We have so many choices. None of them are good. We're definitely going to ram through Kinnan. Oh, right, we have to do that and then that. Because, you know, the game thinks that I might actually use Sculptor of Winter or Woodland Mystic instead. I keep forgetting that. Because, you know, those would be such good things. Are you going to block with the Seer? Block the Mystic, buddy? Kill the Dork? You going to kill the Dork? We could use, like, Peel from Reality, I guess. Get some value. Draw another card. Honestly, I think so many people don't attack with their mana dorks and like don't take the free damage. Like, this guy knows I'm just going right for his face. Like, he's like, okay, this guy clearly hates Euro. Is it Euro or Euro? Whatever, it doesn't really matter. I'm still trying to figure this. I guess it's a woman. I mean, the green and blue hair kind of makes me think. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, well, hello there, Mr. Mustang. Yeah, really fast in a straight line, buddy. Have fun on those corners. What are we doing here? Are you just, like, did this guy disconnect? I guess he probably disconnected. Because there's nothing for him to be salty about right now. This card is super underrated. The amount of people I've killed in this deck, with this deck because of this card, it's like a lot. That was a very compelling argument for this card being underrated. So you should consider playing it. No, for real though. I mean, look, creatures you control gain haste, not target creature, just everything. It's pretty sick. Also, being able to give your guys flying, I mean, that's also pretty good. Is he really just trying to stretch this out? Is he actually just like... I mean, what do you have to think about here? I think this guy's actually just tilted right now. Why don't you play your commander again and sacrifice... Or like some... I don't know, dude. Just... I guess he's butthurt about losing Kinnan. Alright, we're doing the Great Henge. So tap, untap. Oh, you're gonna respond to this? Really? Nah, this dude... This seems intentional at this point. Other people, not so much. Sometimes it's pretty obvious when they have a bad connection. Like, they'll be winning and doing this, but I guess this guy is just, he just wants to try and get me to leave. All right, buddy. I mean, it's a Sunday afternoon. Where do you think I have to be? I mean, I've got to go to Home Depot. So I guess you're right. This is annoying me. Well, I didn't feel like playing against Euro anyway, so I'll take it. Okay, let's try this again. I want to actually play a game with this deck. So anyway, so that drawbridge, it's a good card. Seriously, I've really underestimated it. I've definitely won some stuff with Kesa, right? Kesa. I think that's Kesa. Okay. Wow, this is a really awkward starting hand. Oof. It has potential, but man, if I get stuck on 3 mana, that's gonna really be bad. I think we just take the mulligan. Yeah, okay, this is not great. I mean, it's gonna ramp fine, but otherwise this kind of sucks. Wow, this actually reminds me a lot of when I'm on the ski lift. Like up in the trees. Stuff's in there. I love these snow-covered lands. Big fan. Alright, what are we doing here? Alright, so spacebar doesn't... No, it's not spacebar. It's... So enter can auto pass by. How do you just skip one step? There's got to be like a shift, Alt. There's got to be a way to do it, though. There's got to be a way to skip just, like, one step at a time. One phase. Put a ghost form counter on a creature. When it dies, or is put in exile or return to its owner's hand. Oh. Exile non-land permanent. That's pretty standard now on Planeswalkers, I feel like. Return it to your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so it looks like this deck is going to have a lot of things not dying very often. Okay. That's fine. That's probably going to get annoying. I think I'm going to really need Trample to get over these things. This card's really good. Yeah, the card's really, really good. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have a lot of flicker effects. No blocks. What does this do? Suppose your opponent's cast it. Whenever another creature has the control deals damage, you live any turn. Oh. Ooh. Alright. Alright, I can see that being good. Do we skip Radha? If we skip Radha, I mean, we can just get Terror out right away, which gets Great Henge out sooner. So as much as I want to play her, I think we just have to be patient. Because we have a land for next turn too, so it's not like we are trying to get a land drop off the top of our library. So I don't see the point in playing her right now. I'd rather just get the dragon out there and then try and race. Okay. I guess, what is the reason for doing it? Doesn't have regenerate or anything. Whatever. That's okay. That, yeah, see, like, that's pretty sick. I like that effect. All right, so I don't have haste. That's the only downside, but we're gonna do it anyway. And then I don't think they would trade. I don't think they would trade. I think that flicker effect is something you want to have. All right. I'm fine with that trade, honestly. I have Great Henge. I mean, I guess they'll kill Terror somehow. I can't expect that to stick in against a black-white deck with 4 cards in hand and 4 mana. But it's whatever. I mean, if I miss the land drop next turn, we'll play Radha, see if we can grab one off the top of the deck. And then with the Mystic, that puts us up to 6, so we can use her ability, right? 6 mana to pump. So I don't know. It's pretty well positioned. I'm pretty well positioned right now. Yeah, no, I'd say I'm pretty well positioned. So I don't know much about this deck. I'm seeing the flicker, the ETB. I'm seeing the ETB theme here. What is their ultimate? At the beginning of your upkeep, you can cast a legendary spell from your hand or your graveyard or from exile without paying its mana cost. That's pretty wild. All right. Cool. I mean, you're not going to counter it, so just let it resolve. And then blow it up with, like, Disenchant or something. Oh, so when that Brontodon comes down, that's gonna get nasty. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. So this deck is definitely pretty aggressive. I built this deck to be more, I guess, more mid-rangey. Definitely with some bigger creatures in it. Whenever it mutates, destroy a creature an opponent controls. Not Really? Oh, you're not mutating it, though. Damn. Oh, man, that's rough. Damn, that sucks, buddy. But you can mutate... Alright, you could use something else to mutate it, though. So it doesn't really matter that much, I guess. Still, I mean, it's still... Alright, oh, we're just... Alright, so we're gonna just exile him instead. Rip. And then he's gonna have a 3/3 flyer, so... I said I was pretty well positioned. I'm actually not. I'm actually... What? Why would you...
You'll be fine. Trust me.
So that you can return it to your hand. And then mutate it later on. I mean, I see that, but... Why wouldn't you just exile my dragon? In what world was it good for that to stay on the field? You know, man, you don't want that on the field. That's not good for you. I'm just gonna kill Kea with the Brontodon. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not like she would know that, but you gotta at least kind of expect that that type of thing could happen, right? Like that I would have something in my hand that's, you know, scary. Yeah, I mean, you just kind of have to expect it.
Look, I can't do everything.
All right, and there's our land drop for the turn. I mean, because now he's going to have to choose between the Terror and the Brontodon for his bat when he mutates it. So even if I kill it, he's only going to get... I mean, he'll go after the Terror, I'm sure. Because that's the bigger threat. So, I don't know. It puts him in a weird spot. I don't know if I even want to let him get it back to his hand now. I guess so. I guess... Because unless he gets a land, he's not going to be able to mutate it. So I'm preventing him from mutating it. You know, I'm preventing him from mutating it this next turn. In the event that he doesn't get the land and has a mutate creature spell in his hand. So that's the logic behind that, of course. Because we don't want that to get to mutate twice in a short period of time and then kill both the Terror and the Brontodon, right? That's really not good. We need this thing to be doing some damage. Does this have Death Touch? Ah, it has Death Touch. Oh, okay, well then there's that too. Alright, whatever. Alright. So that's Radha. We're going to play one more game with her because that actually was not how I expected it to go. It was a little slow, I think. I'm not complaining in any way. I'm just saying it felt a little off. It didn't feel very aggressive until I got that dragon down. He misplayed with Kesa. He should have just exiled the dragon. That was a big misplay on his part. No question about it. Oh, whoa. What a hand. What a hand. That would have been nice. What does it even do? You gotta upkeep if you control a creature with power 4 greater, draw a card. See, okay, these types of cards are they're okay. They're win more cards is really what they are. They don't really help you out that much if you're behind. And that's where I struggle to play them in the deck. Ferocity of the Wilds, it gets a pass from me because it gives attacking creatures trample. And I need that. The trample is so important in decks like this. I mean, it makes all the difference. I mean, look, people can block this thing all day long. They can block, you know, they can block your beefy creatures all day. Trample is so important. And now, of course, we're gonna lose the trample. Now we're gonna lose the trample. At this point, we're just gonna ramp. Yeah, we're just gonna ramp at this point. And pass. I guess we could try throwing out the Majesty to bait out. Wow, I'm almost thinking that he's gonna have big creatures in here probably. Fertilid would be good in the other deck too. The Polukranos maybe. I don't know. I think that I think I was wrong for trying to build the +1/+1 counters theme in Polukranos. I think that's just a deck design flaw on my part that I should just get that out of my head. And again, that's fine. All right, no blocks. All right, 1 mana open. I doubt he's going to counter the dragon, so I think we just get the dragon out now. Get him on the defensive. Well, he has the Caryatid for mana, I guess, so technically... Yeah, I should have paid better attention to that. Yeah. Alright, that was my mistake. So I am still on the defensive. Yeah. That's really good. Yeah, that's really good. I thought, all right, we're gonna lose this. I probably should just scoop. I'm kind of surprised. Do we think he's going to counter Toski? I think he'd counter Toski. Okay, maybe Finn gets out. I really need Finn to get out there. Because we have to be able to ram through and kill his commander before he gets some serpents going. That's going to really... That's going to make my day weird. Alright, he's getting the mana. Serpent's coming out. Oh boy. Yep, that serpent is coming down. So then, alright, so at the beginning of each upkeep, so theoretically I can respond to that trigger and ram through to kill it. So it's not the end of the world. So we gotta kill it first. Please don't counter this. If you counter this, I have to scoop. I don't want to scoop because I'm stubborn. And I'm going to try and find a way out. And it's not going to be graceful. It's going to be awkward and clunky as I struggle to get out of this situation. So, yeah, you got your serpent. Congrats, buddy. We're missing a land drop this turn, so I think we're just gonna bring our commander out. Although this is gonna block. Commander won't block, but we have Toski as well, so Toski can block. We don't have a land there. He has to block, so he can't block. Never mind. Toski doesn't get to block. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And your guy costs 9, so you can cast it again. Ugh. Yeah. That's, I mean, basically, once you resolve it, that's game. I mean, there's no way I can come back from this. Because you got indestructible. And you get to tap things down. I mean, it's like... I didn't even mean to attack with Finn. That's like, I wasn't even paying attention. Oh well, whatever. I was thinking he was indestructible too. He's not. Let's see. Yeah, I can't win this. There's no point in playing this out. Letting that come down was not... That was not an option. I couldn't let that come into play. Damn, that's a tough... That's a rough deck, man. That's a nasty card. That's a really nasty card. Alright, this is the last game. I gotta go do stuff. And this is actually a pretty good hand to start on for my last game. So, you know what? I'll take it. Do we go Signet or Carroted? That's some nice artwork. Ooh, yeah, that guy. Next turn, we're gonna go land, Signet, Commander. Just fine. Yeah, that's a good card too. You really want to take care of that thing. Alright, we don't want to let him get that into the ad. We're going to play the commander just so we can start getting lands off the top of the deck, theoretically. Oh, this is not going to be an easy game. It's a good starting hand, though. Honestly, I really can't complain about it. I mean, I certainly can, but... What card did you... Terror of the Peaks. That's interesting. So he knew it would be in the deck. That was a good... I mean, he gets to see my hand then. I mean, I'm not blocking. I mean, the best thing to do here is, all right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still not sure about Bone Crusher in this deck. I don't think the 2 damage is enough. Well, in this case, we're just going to nip that right in the bud. Because that's going to get annoying really quick. Yeah, I don't know. Bone Crusher I'm kind of on the fence about because he can easily just recast it, obviously. So I don't really see it being that useful. Death Touch, Death Touch, Death Touch, no. They're just those two. God, I hope he doesn't have a board wipe. Is he just going to block with everything? Just chump with him, chump with him, play Luris, and then get out the 5/5. Is my guess. I mean, it's the right play. Oh man. Sure. I think we have to just exile it from the graveyard with Return to Nature when he goes to do it. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I'm surprised he's not trying to get the guy back from the graveyard and then making the demon. I don't see the logic here. He should have just played Luris and then cast that guy from his graveyard. I mean, I guess I'll just take the free mana now and exile it before we even have to deal with it, you know? That's pretty good. We can get Radha. Doesn't have trample though, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's just go to combat. We want him. That's not what we... So annoying. I hate when that happens. It's so annoying when that happens. Play land. We're going to keep Azusa safe because we don't know if he's going to wipe the board, and we're going to need her to rebuild the board and get extra mana out there to get the board rebuilt. I'm so annoyed that I tapped him. It's so annoying. So annoying. It's just, I got to be more careful. That's a cool animation. What are you? What is this? What does this do? It makes rats. Oh shit! Oh. Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. All right. That's actually... That's okay. That's actually scary. That's scary. Oh, man. Dude. This is not great. All right. Let me think. We need to make him block. That's what we need to do right now. We make a treasure when he attacks. So we're going to go to combat. Go to attacks. Radha, Gargaroth, Ashaya, Warden, Goldspan. All attacking. Trigger. They don't have haste. Let's draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then let's go to blocks. We do not want that rat surviving. We need at least one rat to die. Oh man, I almost didn't notice that. Green, double green. There. And that should trample over. One of them tramples over. Man, that Piper of the Swarm almost got me. Oh, I should have said good game. Did I not say good game to this dude? That was rude. Oops. My bad. So, the lesson that we just learned is read your cards. And read your opponent's cards. Because if you don't read your opponent's cards, then a little rat mongerer is going to steal your good creep. Ooh, what? 4 of them. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain 4 or more life this turn, create an angel with vigilance. That's cool. I don't think it's playable in like anything other than maybe Brawl or EDH, really. Not even Brawl. But it's cool. Crippling Fear. Choose a creature type. Creatures that aren't of the chosen type get -3/-3. I was wondering where the board wipes were. That's good because that would be useful. I could use that in my Cleric deck, actually. That would work pretty well. Yeah, that would work pretty well. Okay, let's go over Radha really quick. I think it's pretty... I don't think there's many ways to build this. Maybe there are, but I feel like my build's pretty much what I would expect most of them to be. Frostbite. This is mostly to slow my opponents down, kill off mana dorks early game. Hit troublesome things that they're never gonna block with, like veto or I don't know, man. Just stuff. All right, it kills things. Shadow Spear. This thing's MVP. Making your opponent's stuff lose indestructible for their gods, especially, is so important. Getting trample is incredibly necessary in this deck. Getting trample on your commander is pretty nuts, as well as lifelink. This card, it's just an auto include. I've been, to be honest, if it weren't like $8 in paper and like gonna turn into $1 rare whenever it gets reprinted, like I would buy them and put them in most of my EDH decks. Card's really good. Finn, auto including green. Not gonna talk about it. Caryatid, it's one of the better ramp creatures. One of the better dorks. Ram through, pretty much auto including green decks. Return to Nature, auto include. Sculptor of Winter. If you're gonna run Snowlands, do it. It's okay ramp. Again, I'm still on the fence about this. It's in my other deck, my Polu Chronos deck. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I feel like it's clunky, slow, and underwhelming. Woodland Mystic, it sucks. But you know what? We don't have Llanowar Elves or anything else in this format. So it's like, what are you going to do? Or maybe we do, and I'm not using them, and I should be. But I haven't seen other people, so I don't think we do. Arcade Signet, auto include. Yawning. Hold on a second. All right. Crashing Drawbridge. Card. So good. There's so many times that I've had like a beefy boy come down and swing in. Here's the deal. This format, at least I'm playing more casual games, I think. I'm not playing competitive because I don't have the decks for it. Okay. So people tend to tap out a lot. So most of the time you get your threat down, and if it has haste, you're going to get in some damage with it. And also there's a lot of like sorcery speed removal in this as well, and like creature based removal, like ATB triggers. So I feel like this really gets you the ability to close that gap and squeeze in some extra damage. Raven Wings, again, flying, being able to go over the top with like a 20/20, super underrated. It's not that this card is underrated. In fact, there might even be better. There might even be better options. Okay, what is this one? Equip creature as flying. Well, this just seems strictly better because it costs 1 to equip instead. So let's just do that. Okay. Bone Crusher Giant. I think this card's mediocre at best in this format. Basically, nothing has 2 toughness anymore. Everything has 3. Because they've just been, creeping creatures up in terms of power. So it basically kills nothing. You're going to almost always just use it to kill a mana dork. So, shuts them down for a turn, and that's fine. Killing mana dorks is actually an extremely underrated and like important activity. Like just add it to like your schedule for the day. No, but in all seriousness, they are, people rely on them a lot, and I don't want to say bad players, but I mean, I do it too, so I'm a bad player. But people tend to rely on mana dorks a little bit too much, and it can really mess them up. Ferocity of the Wilds, very, very on the fence about this card. It's pretty much a win more card, but there's a lot of games I feel like where trample makes the difference. So I would keep something in there. I'd keep something in the deck that isn't just a creature to be able to get trample, because you need that. All right, Azusa, really straightforward, right? I mean, just so easy. At 2 extra lands per turn, you're playing lands from the top of your library because of her. So she's in auto include, super super necessary, I would say. Majesty, win more card on the fence. I could probably put another fight effect in or something else. There's probably better draw things, draw spells, so whatever. Cultivate, it's ramp. You really need the ramp. Yeah. Dryad, sorry, I was gonna make an inappropriate comment about the fingers and the shape of the light circle in Cultivate and the rings of dirt and everything, and then I shouldn't, so I'm not going to, and I just did, so that's kind of a moot point. Dryad, yeah, card's great. Lenore Visionary, ew, why do I have this in here? Why? Okay. All right, let's see if we can find a. I don't even feel like putting something else in this, but there's got to be something better than that. So many better options, like this. Honestly, like Tybal's Trickery, get a counter spell. I don't know. It's a really slow ramp card. I'd almost put like another damage spell or something in its place. All right, for now, I don't know, but that's just it's on my list of things to get rid of. Scoot Swarm, this is like just such an insanely good card. Warden of the Chain, he's like mediocre. He's fine. The Phoenix, it's pretty worth having. The ability to give a really big creature, like you can mutate it onto a creature to give it flying. So I can mutate it onto like a 20/20 and give it flying. I think that alone makes this card worth having in here, regardless of everything else it does. This is one of probably the top 10 best red cards ever made. It does everything red, and it's a 4-mana 3/3. This card is an auto include in every single red deck ever made in Magic. Like there's pretty much no exceptions. This with Scoot Swarm allows you to deal thousands of damage in a turn. There's just no, yeah. This guy's been pretty underwhelming. Yeah, he's just been underwhelming. I don't really know what else to say about him, but whatever. Toski, he's so weird. I mean, he's a freaking squirrel, so he's just weird anyway. But like, he's just weird from a card standpoint as well. The card draw is nice. No arguments here. He's always tapped basically. I don't know. I'll play him more. I gotta play him more and see. All right. Proud Wild Bonder. All right. So with so many big creatures having trample, this is something nobody's expecting. Like even when you have trample, they're like, oh yeah, I'll block it. It's fine. I'll block it with my 10/10. So this allows you to kill people who were not expecting to be killed. And that's the best way to kill players in Magic games. Rampart Smasher. He's just a 4-mana 5/5. That's it. That's all he comes down to. Is that good? Probably. This card's awesome. Super, super awesome. I really been loving it. This card, especially in this deck, is really, really good. Because of all the big creatures in it that kill people when they come in. Just auto include in every green deck, really, really good card. Same with this guy, auto include in every green deck, really, really good card. This card, it's pretty good. Honestly, the second mode is good. Like, I shouldn't say that. I'm okay. Better English. The second mode is really useful. And it's more useful than I thought it would be. Especially when my things have trample. So I'm not even using the draw side of it that much. I'm mostly just using it as an overrun, which is fine. Embercleave, this is good. This is really good. You need a way to get your rampaging Brontodons and Beanstalk Giants to kill people harder. And this does that. So, yeah. Kolga, it's cool. I don't know. It's cool. This card seems really good, but I think the point again is that so many creatures have more than 2 toughness now that it ends up just killing like basically mana dorks turn 5, 6, 7. So if that's your thing and you think that's going to get you to win games, then do what I do and play this card. But if you're better at Magic, don't play this card. Beanstalk Giant, same deal as the other things that are actually good, not same deal as Siege Dragon. He's land ramp and then a big creature all in one. I mean, come on, awesome stuff. Dinosaur. This dinosaur has trample, and this dinosaur gets bigger, so it's good. The Great Henge. Yeah, it's a good card. Play it. Definitely play it in green decks. Sorry, I'm just texting people. Play the Great Henge in green decks because it's green and it makes them do green things and faster and draws you cards. Yeah, easy. So yeah, anyway, that's the deck. Maybe take out the Temple because it comes in tapped. I don't know. Maybe take out Castle because I've not once activated the ability despite it being on the field. Yeah, and then don't run Llanowar Visionaries and put something better in the deck instead. I'm not entirely sure what. I was thinking about putting in... Where is this card? Where is this card? Where is this card? It's definitely not over here. What does this do? Shatter Skull Smashing. X damage divided as you choose up to 2 target creatures and/or planeswalkers. If X is 6 or more, deals twice X. That's cool, but it doesn't hit players. I don't know. Is it the Akroan War? No, Triumph. All right. So Triumph of Anax. So it gives the creature trample and plus X+0, where X is a number of lore counter. So actually, it's not that good. I'm just gonna stop talking right there. Let's take a look at green, see if there's anything in green we want to throw in the deck. Maybe Gilded Goose, but probably not. I guess Gilded Goose technically is a better version of this guy in some ways. I mean, the card draw, like, so, he basically, he draws you a card because he knows that he's bad. So he feels bad, so he draws you the card, right? Okay. Destiny Spinner could go in because it stops your creatures from being countered. And this deck is mostly creatures. And I did have a couple creatures get countered, which was not great. So Destiny Spinner is an option for sure. Kenrith's Transformation, I probably should be running. I know that it's kind of dumb that I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I do recognize the fact that I probably should be running this card. I guess, you know what? Let's just cut the Visionary now. Let's first try it. Let's try it with Destiny Spinner. No, you know what? No, because the Kenrith's Transformation just deals with so many troublesome creatures that have abilities you really just don't want sitting on the field. Like, even if they're not attacking you, you just don't want them sitting on the field. I think we're just going to stick with the Transformation. Yeah. I'm not seeing much else that I would put in here. You could do, what's it called? I could probably do the Thrashing Brontodon. That'd be pretty good. I'm pretty light on Artifact and Enchantment Hate. My goal is just to plow through it all because I don't know, it's not like there's many that stop me from playing the game, unlike in EDH where like you actually have to have legitimate enchantment removal or artifact and enchantment removal. So yeah. Anyway, so that was Radha. I'll go through the rest of my decks later. Definitely. And then we'll see from there.